I wanted to set the world record for the fastest level 250 on Hypixel, with the timer starting as soon as I purchased the account from Mojang. At the time I embarked on this journey, the record was set at 40 hours from the first Hypixel login by working MC, but as the booster king of Hypixel, I knew I could do better. Reaching level 250 requires the accumulation of 79.68 million experience due to the nature at which XP grows. Each level on Hypixel requires 2,500 more experience than the previous level, resulting in a parabolic or x squared growth where x is the level. In order to gain this insane amount of experience as fast as possible, I leveraged all available data. Since I run a Hypixel stats website, I have a constant stream of data about the booster queue and player count. I wrote some code that logs this data to my Grafana page for analysis. Furthermore, as the developer of AutoTip, I know precisely when the most active tippers will be online, and more importantly, how many of these people log in throughout the day. After collecting data for some time, I woke up on the morning of Saturday, June 27th and began analyzing the most recent data. It was time to strike. Saturdays bring peak player counts, and with that, peak unique player logins. This was crucial for my success. On Hypixel, a player can only tip another player once per game per day. That meant that each player that ran tip all could only tip me 10 times in a single day. Since I needed more than 1.3 million total tips, I was going to need to be tipped by at least 133,000 different players. The player count of Hypixel is never close to that number, and most players do not send tips. Furthermore, the booster stack size was at a minimal, meaning that as soon as I stacked a booster, I did not waste any of the precious time waiting for the booster to activate and start yielding experience. In order to monitor the results, I wrote additional code that logs the current experience amount of the account, named level 250 speedrun, every 60 seconds and performs some analysis on it to tell me the rate at which it is increasing. I set out. Initially, I purchased 3 of the wrong booster bundle, but quickly found my mistake and corrected it by buying 3 of the right booster bundle. This mistake ended up being helpful down the road, and we'll get to why later. After my enormous amount of boosters were received, I immediately began stacking all of them and tracking the results. Initial results were as expected, rapid experience gain. The rate at which I was getting experience was much higher than I had expected and did not initially drop off as fast as I had calculated. I thought I had an easy, sub 12-hour speedrun secured. While talking to some guild members, one of them had mentioned an XP party. I had not hosted an XP party in over 2 years, and the tools I had no longer worked, but this XP party had the ability to yield a boost I could not turn down. At 120, I committed to executing. By 140, I had created a new mod that was capable of helping me manage the XP party and ensure people had opened their gifts. I put out an announcement on my Twitter for people to send me their IGN and gift number. At 2 p.m., I began streaming the event as applications rolled in. The experience party yielded a few hundred bags of experience, worth almost 1 million experience. But my worries were far from over. Just a few hours later, we had a serious problem. With how things were proceeding, I would not make the goal. The EXP rate had fallen so much, and my boosters began to run out. Assessing the situation, I knew I had to purchase more boosters. I stacked another 40 boosters and began monitoring the results. When midnight hit, the tip limit had been reset and I started to receive many more tips. However, the player count at this time had fallen from 85,000 to under 65,000, and with that, the amount of players using AutoTip had also fallen from over 20,000 to under 14,000. By 2 a.m., I was just 9 levels and 6 million experience short of the goal, but yet again, calculations showed I would not make it. I purchased and queued another 20 boosters and went to bed. By 3:31 a.m., I reached level 250. I had crushed it. I had more than halved the record, bringing it all the way from 40 hours to just 17 hours and 26 minutes. Even after reaching this goal, some of my boosters were still active. By 7 a.m., the final booster had completed, and the account was at level 261 with 87.3 million total experience. All costs considered, the new Minecraft account, Hypixel boosters, and the MVP++ rank, I had spent $378 to secure my title. With that said, please leave a like on this video and follow me on other social media. Although I had plans on giving this account away, Complications mean that I cannot give it away, and it might be better to hold on to this trophy of mine. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.